So where do we want to go? And it starts today. It starts with, everybody that came here, whether since my time or before or since we've amalgamated, they can create the world that they want to create. That's the one thing that I think I'm probably most proud of since coming here, is that people have said to me, wow, what a different way of thinking, is that you want our input. You want us to be a part of that change. It's not about the chief saying, this is where we're going and get with it or else. We created this new mobilization team. The stuff they're doing out there, and that, they came to me and said, we want to do a video. Okay, about what? Well, about, it starts with me. And we want to talk to kids, and we want to talk about anti-bullying, and we want to talk about, the whole fentanyl scare, and we want to talk about this, but we want to focus on them making decisions. I thought, wow, what a great idea. Yeah. When they're dealing with investigations, when they're dealing with criminal matters out there, they're all of a sudden coming through with fresh ideas, and can we try this, and can we try that? And there's a real pride here. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of proud people about where we've come from, what we've done. And Rick came here at a time when there was talk of costing and the OPP taking over, and so they really had to be budget conscious and make this a fiscally accountable organization. They've cut so much meat off the bone that there's nothing left. And we're now going to have to start to put some of the meat back on the bone to be able to address some of what we're seeing in the community. And we're starting to see some violent crime. We're starting to see some gang activity. We're starting to see some of the drug activity that other communities have seen. And again, because of my experience in Halton, I saw what that did to some of those communities. And if we don't get ahead of that and we're just reacting to it, we're really going to be against it. The board, our police services board, has been very supportive to say, okay, we understood, we brought the organization down, we really restructured, we cut a lot of things, but now look at what we need to add back on to address some of those trends and to be creative in doing that. Not just throwing people to the front lines and saying, great, we've added more people to a platoon. Mm-hmm. Let's look at teams that can address the core concerns of the community and address some of those social disorder issues that are going on, and looking at civilianization of some of the roles and adding some admin support positions in roles so that our officers can spend more time on the street and less time in the office typing reports and those sort of mm-hmm. things, and how can we utilize our special constables in certain roles and our other functions. So this notion of community policing, and what does it mean, and what does it, and for me, it's always about, the model is around community mobilization and in community engagement. And we can engage with our community all we want. We can do that through outreach, we can do that through our website, we can do that through our day-to-day interactions. But if we don't mobilize the community to action, to take responsibility for their own crime prevention, to take responsibility for their own safety, we cannot be everywhere for everyone and everything to everyone. We cannot be in every street corner. We cannot be, we're not a big enough service that can do that. When you look at society and the problems of society, they are very complex. And for years, we have relied on the police to be those problem solvers, the reactionary problem solvers. When nobody else can figure it, call the cops, call 911, and we'll go in and fix it. And that is so wrong. And so, to take this model, and again, when I look at the work of Dr. Hugh Russell and Norm Taylor and others in the province that have really been catalysts for driving this, I find it exciting that we've moved that from a reactive model of policing, and even beyond just being proactive and trying to be in front of and preventative, we're now focusing on risks, and we're focusing on social disorder, and we're focusing on collaboration and engaging with others to work together to keep our community safe and healthy and vibrant. I know that the government is pushing for us to move towards community safety and well-being models in our community. When that happens, that'll be an exciting time.
46 South Road.